All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get into reading about what's your blind spot? What is coming your way? What don't you not see coming? And I'm just going to go ahead and free flow. Thank you for being here, whoever's here. And let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so main situation that we have here is a King of Wands. As you can see, this is what's showing up for us. King of Wands is about creativity, but it's also about confidence. So, this is about kind of like having a lot of confidence, trusting in your vision, trusting in your way of how you can strategize to push forward. And this is like about being creative, having creative flow. This is all about embracing the intuition, the creative flows, right? Not just the analytical, right? And then what could be blocking us is here the queen. Oh my God. The Queen of Swords. Out of all cards that's showing up as a blockage is the Queen of Swords. I feel like this could be a person. So what you don't see coming, it could be that this person, you will see the colors of this person, right? You will see how this person truly is, like their real intentions. And that's what's showing up here. King of Wands shows that you have this energy about you that you really can overcome, and you have this vision that you can really follow, right? But there's this energy, Queen of Swords, which could be within yourself. It doesn't have to be an individual, but there could be an individual just saying, no, that doesn't make sense. Like being overly critical, overly just imposing their opinions and just kind of making you feel small. Right. This could be a very imposing energy, very overbearing energy, right? It feels really draining just looking at the situation. An outcome here that we have here is the Three of Cups. So this shows celebration. Okay. So this shows overcoming this energy. All right. So let's get more on this Queen of Swords. Why is she here? Why is this what you don't see coming with the Queen of Swords? Okay. So with the Queen of Swords, you see all those cards that jump out. We absolutely not taking that, but we're taking this one, which is the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords shows detachment. That's the first thing I heard with that. King of Swords wants you to detach. King of Swords does not want you to indulge in this, right? So if there is an energy or a person or even you going against yourself, Spirit wants you to detach. Spirit does not want you to entertain this energy of the Queen of Swords as your block. Okay. And the King of Swords is very analytical. So, yes, even though there's an analytical energy of the King of Swords, which is kind of contradicting the King of Wands. There's this energy of having a high emotional intelligence and not allowing emotional things to consume you, meaning that you're not going to react. Okay. So that's what Spirit doesn't want you to do. Spirit doesn't want you to react to all of this BS that could be showing up with this Queen of Swords being overly impulsive or overly critical about what you're doing. Or again, if it's you versus you, Spirit wants you to detach from that energy. Why are you criticizing yourself so much, right? And if it's someone else, why are you allowing someone else to be so important to the point that they have such strong opinions about what you decide to do in your life? Your life is your life, okay? And Spirit is saying, if you detach, if you don't let this get to you, Three of Cups shows a strong celebration. It shows that you will be celebrating what you want to pursue, right? Which is the King of Wands. That's the situation that shows creative vision, and not just vision. This shows pushing through. Okay, that's why the King of Wands is here. We want to push through what we want to manifest. Okay, and I know manifestation is such a broad term, but let's say you want a new job, right? Spirit doesn't want you to get so consumed with the job that you have now that you stop looking for this job that actually makes sense for you. You know what I mean? So you're pushing through your vision. You're not allowing this over analytical and over just overbearing energy of the Queen of Swords to stop you from pursuing what you desire. Okay. Let's get what else do we have here? All right, so we have here the sun. See, the sun shows positive energy. Sun is saying just follow what you feel is right for you. Your path is for you. Your path is meant for you. When we start seeing things from that perspective, instead of feeling like, "Oh man, I'm behind." I heard that phrase right now. Instead of hearing I'm behind, I am this amount of age and I haven't built this for myself. The sun is saying you're going in your own journey. You are illuminating your path the way that you need to illuminate your path at your own pace. Okay. So the sun is very good vibes, very good energy. And I really like that it's showing up here. So let's go ahead and get a little bit deeper on this Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is that showing up here for the collective? Three of Cups as the outcome. See, Page of Wands. This is where things get exciting. This is where you start to actually go towards that pursuit, being present in the moment, right? Not allowing all of these things that can make you mentally stress out basically overconsume you. This is where you liberate yourself, okay? So I really like that. You're liberating yourself. You're saying, nope, that's not going to stop me. That does not belong to me. And this Page of Wands is saying, nah, I'm here. I'm here to enjoy my life. I'm here to, enjoy the journey. Okay. Enjoying the journey. What else do we have for the collective here? All right. And then we have here, oh, wow, the Eight of Swords. We just talked about all of this energy of having a mental prison, right? And for me, that's what this Queen of Swords is symbolizing. It's just this mental prison, right? This energy of just being paralyzed. And the Eight of Swords is an energy that shows our mind is extremely powerful. So why not use that power that our mind has for getting out of these blockages versus creating them even more heightened in our mind, right? The Eight of Swords is not that it's not a real thing that's happening. Obviously it is, right? If you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling like something is overbearing you, over consuming you, this is obviously real to you and that matters. But the Eight of Swords is saying that sometimes our mind, the way that we process this information can be even more damaging because we're heightening it, okay? Let's go ahead and get into final messages. Final messages. Oh, something popped up here. Oh my God, look at this. The 10 of Wands, you guys. 10 of Wands showing that there is a burden that has been heavy on so many of you guys. Okay. This is a burden that's just showing up saying, listen, you have to drop this. There's a different way of doing this. Okay. There is absolutely a different way of leading your life. It does not have to be burdensome. And that's what the 10 of Wands is saying. It's like, this is too much. You have to find a way of putting this burden down so you're able to move forward. Okay. And then we have here the Page of Pentacles. This shows me commitment. Okay. So this is you kind of like just feeling more encouraged to basically show up and do the things that you feel are important for you. And you're willing to put in this investment. You're willing to basically, you don't need the instant gratification. This is really important for you because this is saying that what you don't see coming is actually you being in this mentality that you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the work. You're not trying to just get the instant gratification. You really are trying to build something of long lasting energy in your life. Okay. And that is a beautiful thing, but it requires grit, it requires work, it requires commitment. And sometimes we don't see it right away. So the Page of Pentacles shows that commitment. You are willing to be committed to you bettering your life, right? But the main energy that is blocking you is the Queen of Swords showing up as the blockage, which is that overcritical energy, nitpicking at everything being over perfectionist. So meaning that I don't want to move forward if something is not perfect. Spirit is saying you have to go with the creative flow. Allow yourself to flow, right? Because nothing is ever going to be perfect. It's never the right time, right? For a lot of things, it's never the right time. And Spirit is saying the right time is when you choose to make the changes that you need to make for yourself. Okay. So that's what I'm getting with that.